Shit that I seen in my past got nothing to do with my future. Stay close to your hammer, these motherfuckers will shoot ya. Going crazy, going hard, trying to get it like Diddy, nigga. My city ain't shit, so what's the king of my city, nigga? I'm thirsty and greedy, nigga. My bank account need. I'm trying to ball like Jordan woke up, eating my Wheaties, niggas. This bums won't be surprised if he at your window with a squeegee. Watch your tongue fuck around, jump on your head like Luigi. First time I spit a rap, I knew the world would feel me. I'm disappearing on these bitches. These niggas can't see me, I'm reappearing, then I'm shining till I'm blinding these bitches. Spit one punchline and knock the fucking life out these bitches. Must be lunchtime.
So this is what it is, family. I'm outside today. Hopefully the wind sound ain't too bad, you know, recording outside like this. Basically I'm dropping through. I want to talk about the Predator movie. I went and saw the Predator movie yesterday. And what makes me want to talk about it is that what I seen play out inside that movie is information that I have came across previously to seeing the movie. So yeah, I just want to talk about that. You know, of course the movie is about an alien. An alien reaches Earth, and this alien kills for sport. And what's crazy about the movie is that the first thing that caught my mind is that the Predator's got dreads, you know what I mean? But, you know, no big deal, you feel what I'm saying? But a high government official, this guy is a black guy, it's in the movie, and he's been, according to the movie, he's been studying these aliens that he called the Predator since like the 80s or whatever. And it was a part inside the movie to where the black official or some position of power, you know, he was the man, you know, he was high in the ranks inside the government. And they had a okay. So they had a one alien who they kind of captured. No, they didn't capture it. I think they had one that got killed. So they was looking at the body, you know, of the alien that got killed and whatnot. And yeah. That's a big castle.
No, it's a pyramid.
Oh, pyramid, even better. So,
that was a big pyramid.
Yeah. So the alien was killed. They was checking out the alien. So this black high official or high-ranking guy in the government over his field of study and whatnot. He looks at the alien. He says, "Damn, that nigga got." He said, "Damn, that nigga got fucked up." So kids like so as soon as he said that, the white guy who was with him was like, "What you say, sir?" Like that. He's like, "Oh, nothing." You know what I'm saying? So I think that was to me. So he so I think that was an indication for me that they was insinuating that these aliens is black people. You know, that's just kind of how I felt about it. And you know, then they had the black guy. You know, who's been studying them, whatnot. You know, for the longest. And so this, you know, this information comes from you know, the Elohim, the Nephilim, you know, the Nephilim, the fallen angels, and it was a guy also in the movie, because it was like, you know, a little clique of people who was basically saving the day. You know, this stuff is in the Bible, and you know, this creature is from the Bible and all of this type of stuff. So, you know, they was dropping, I just felt like they was dropping the jewels inside of the movie, and you know, it's playing on the Nephilim and the Elohim and the fallen and the Book of Enoch, you know, and the occult teachings of these extraterrestrials, you know, coming from outer space, coming here teaching man, you know, creating the first man, and all of these, you know, creating black people, and these was, you know, extraterrestrials was black people. You understand what I'm saying? So it might sound kind of crazy, whatever, but where they throw the twist in the movie is that the star of the movie, which was a white guy, and his son was sort of autistic. He was very intelligent, and he was like decoding information from this alien, because his dad, you know, he survived an incident with the alien, and his dad ended up getting some of the aliens equipment and weapons, you know, and so his son got a hold of this stuff. He started decoding it. He learned a lot about these aliens. So the twist of the movie is that this top dog alien, who is like the hardest thing in the solar system, or I don't want to get that wrong, the hardest thing in the galaxy or whatever. So he wanted the star of the movie's son, which was they were saying he was the next step in the evolution, the next chain of evolution. This is the next evolved being in the whole galaxy. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the twist was, you know. So they basically were saying that, you know, the white man is the evolved being in the galaxy, the next evolved being in the galaxy. And, you know, symbolically and esoterically, that's what they were showing, and that's what they were saying and showing inside of the movie. You understand what I'm saying? So, and that plays on the evolution theory, you know, that man evolved from monkeys, then, you know, then became black people, then they migrated, and then became white people, and this is the, you know, this is the evolution. This is the highest stage of the evolution process. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what the movie is showing. This is what the movie is talking about, you know. You know, if not saying that the white man is the highest, if they wasn't trying to say that, or maybe they was just, maybe they could have just been saying that the younger generation, you know, the younger generation is the, you know, it's the next step in the evolutionary chain. But probably not, you know. I don't think that's what they were saying. You understand what I'm saying? So, so I'm noticing that a lot of these movies that's coming out now is really has a lot of occult aspects inside of the films, a lot of information that you will read out of occult books and you know, esoteric books, esoteric doctrines and things like that. This stuff is inside the movie. Just like not too long ago I went and seen this movie called The Darkest Minds, and they dropped a lot of Jews in that movie too. I took my daughter to see it, and basically what they talked about in this movie is that showing that you know, everybody is born with a gift. Everybody is born with a talent, you know, a superhuman talent. And in this movie they rated the talents, and or they rated their special gifts and colors, and orange was the highest, you know, on that list. It went from like green to yellow to red to blue to orange or something like that, but the orange was the highest. And what happened was that, you know, they start checking all these kids and seeing, you know, and rating them through colors, and they was killing them. They was putting them in camps and killing them because the government, they was actually scared of these children because they were too dangerous. You understand what I'm saying? So some of them they would keep, but the ones who was orange, they would just, you know, they would kill them automatically because they was just too dangerous. They was too powerful. And so yeah, so that movie was deep. You know, that movie was deep. Even just to call the movie the Darkest Mind, because I'm not sure if melanin is dark or is black. You know, I'm not a melanin expert, but I know that the more melanin in the blood and the more melanin on the brain creates higher brain function and things of that nature. So, you know, just to call it the Darkest Mind, you know, they dropping the jewel right there. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, some kids, they could move things with their mind. You know, some kids was just super smart. You know, they was just super intelligent, like, you know, just like brainiac gurus. You know what I'm saying? So the orange, you know, they could just like read people's minds, understand what's happening, get inside people's head, and just read their minds. And what actually happened is that what they showed in the movie is that what you find out that these people can erase people's thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like the star of the movie, you know, this guy she was with who was a lower color than her. You know, she was the highest color, and this guy, he fell in love with her, but she had to go do something else. So basically they couldn't be together or whatever. So what she did was, so they couldn't be together. So she ended up went inside his mind and erased all their memories that they had together. And this guy just didn't remember, you know. So it was a pretty cool movie. I think it's probably a PG-13 movie. Like I said, I took my daughter, but they was dropping some science inside of the movie. You know, they was dropping some science inside of the movie. And, you know, nobody even knew that this was possible in the movie until they met this young girl, and because she actually did that to her parents, you know, accidentally. You know, she didn't want her parents worrying about her, you know, and she messed around and erased her parents' memory. You know what I mean? So her parents just like forgot her forever. You know, so, you know, in these movies, you got to pay attention inside of these movies because they are drop a lot of jewels inside of these movies. You know, I've been seeing movies lately, man, and I just been seeing like a lot of jewels inside of the movies, man. Like the movie Venom. You know, I haven't seen the movie yet, but just from the previews, you know, it's hard to really say a lot about the movie, not seeing the movie, but just from the previews is that, you know, he said, I got a parasite. This is some parasite that's taking over his mind, taking over his body. You know, we know that foreign entities such as viruses and things like these things get inside of your body, and it is, you know, it's like hacks your system, like somebody hack a computer. It hacks your system and take over your system and take over your body. You know what I'm saying? That's what a parasite. Well, a parasite actually feeds off a host, but you know, that's what I see, you know, with the whole Venom aspect. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of stuff deals with spiritual stuff too. You know, being connected to higher intelligence, a higher form of intelligence, you know, and becoming one with that intelligence, you know, and basically upgrading yourself. You know, I talk about this a lot on my channel. You know, talk about meditation, you know, Kundalini rising and things of that nature, and all of these different esoteric practices. Okay, here I come. Give me a second. I'm about to close this down. So all these esoteric practices, in order to rise consciousness inside of the individual, you know, and to increase brain function, to increase awareness, you know, to become one with one's higher self, you know, to rule the lower nature, you know, to rule the lower nature, and to also, and this is the highest of the high, is to control the forces of nature, right? And I believe when you get into controlling the forces of nature, that's like when you understand the very fabric of our reality, knowing that everything is one. You know, we all come from the same source. We all are made up of the same source, and therefore you can kind of like mold. You can mold and move this substance. You know, you can mold and form this substance, you know, to your own liking by understanding that you are a part of the same stuff, you know, and through your mind and through your energy, you know, these things are just being formed and being created, you know. And if you ever, you know, I know a lot of y'all probably heard of this book, or maybe even read it, or listened to a audiobook version of, I believe it's called The Science of Getting Rich. And you know, that's a metaphysical book, you know, that's a metaphysical book, and the guy is talking about forming this substance, this life substance, you know, that's the building block of all physical matter. You know, you can form this substance, you know, you can form the substance with your own mind or to your own liking, just by being tuned and just, you know, through awareness and through consciousness, you know. Good job, Jalen. Good job, Jalen. Dang, dude. So you could, you know, you can form the substance to your own liking. Like I said, that's inside of that book and many other books, you know, like in the ancient Egyptian or the Kemetic doctrine, you know, there was the waters of, so the primordial waters of Noon, which is the formless. This is the form, the substance without form before it came into form. Then through the primordial waters of Noon, you know, other things started to be created, and it was an evolutionary cycle, which created physical matter. You can see this inside of the doctrine of the Kabbalah, to where Ein Sof, Keter Ein Sof, no thing, that's unformed matter. Then it comes down into a more physical existence. You see what I'm saying? And that's in that doctrine also. Then when you look inside of Genesis, it talks about, what do it says in Genesis? It talks about the waters. Spirit moved over the face of the waters, the primordial waters, Noon. The spirit moved. So, you know, so that's, you know, that's what this stuff is getting into, and it's pretty, you know, dope, you know, to understand, you know, the makings of our physical reality, seeing how we mold our own physical reality just through consciousness awareness and our unconscious mind and things that we pay attention to, you know, we put our time into, put our thoughts into, our invested thoughts, our invested time. So yeah, that's it, you know, that's it, understanding these sciences, you know. These sciences they out here, you know, they been out here, you know, it's an old science, you know, and this stuff is real, you know, it is real. You know, the power of the mind is real. The power of the heart is real, you know, so I'll come back with some more information. I want to touch on more things concerning esoteric practices to raise consciousness, you know, and things like that, you know, just to show who we are, you know, and how, you know, it becomes foolish, how we begin to look at life not really understanding who we are and the things that really matter, and a lot of things that don't have to matter. So I'm gonna wrap it up, y'all. I'm gonna come back with some more information concerning these topics, because this is what's really you know, interests me right now. Raising consciousness, being the best that I can be, being the best version of myself. So
shit that I seen in my past got nothing to do with my future. Stay close to your hammer, these motherfuckers will shoot ya. Going crazy, going hard, trying to get it like Diddy, nigga. My city ain't shit, so what's the king of my city, nigga? I'm thirsty and greedy, nigga, my bank account needy. I'm trying to ball like Jordan woke up, eating my Wheaties, niggas. This bums won't be surprised if you at your